views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
When you walk out on that field today, ask yourself this question. What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it. It's gonna be football now. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's hunt now. Let's hunt now. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this Miami Heat football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up the Jets. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Y'all don't respect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud of you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. And this is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You bad don't work in my world. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We ready? I'm going to the house. I'm going to the house. It's a wrap. Game over. Oh no, this game is just getting started right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM, streaming live on KYOKradio.org. I'm AJ Jones, and I tell you what, we got a lot we're going to get into today. So yesterday, I was reading somebody else's quarterback power rankings, and they had Aaron Rodgers in like the top 4. I was like, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. No. So in other words, what I had to do was get in the lab last night and check my numbers and rate quarterbacks based on what they did last week, not what they did last year. So I got quarterbacks ranked from this season. I've got the teams in the NFL ranked from this season. And you know I'm all things HBCU. So I've got the SWAC rankings, I've got the MEAC rankings, and we're also going to look at the SIAC. We're going to look at those, and we'll look at the other conferences, CIAA. We'll look at other conferences, including that have HBCUs in them. So we'll do that today. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, going to join me, I believe, in the second hour. So be sure and tune in that. A lot of questions to ask him about things we're hearing about in the NBA, including John Wall and the Rockets agreeing that they're going to ship him out in a trade, where he might go. And I keep telling y'all, the John Wall for Ben Simmons trade that folks are talking about, thank you, but no. I appreciate it. I know I'm not Tillman Fertitta. I know I'm not Rafael Stone, but no, thank you. We'll definitely ask Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, about that. I'll try and get into some of the games for the NFL. Again, if you are interested in being in the Lunch Break Weekly, keeping up with the Joneses Pick'em Challenge, I need you to get your picks in by 6:30 p.m. Central tonight. 6:30 p.m. Central tonight. You can text them 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. You can email them, aj@kyoksports.com. That's aj@kyoksports.com. Those are the only ways you can get them to me. Those two ways. And I need to have them by 6:30 p.m. Central. That's 7:30 on the East Coast. That's 5:30 in the mountain area and 4:30 on the West Coast. And I know some of the West Coast folks are saying, oh, wow, that was too early, 3 o'clock. I couldn't do it. So get them to me by 4:30. Get them to me by 4:30. And good luck. And good luck. CJ did it for the first time. She was 9-7, and she's excited already. I think she's already gotten me her picks for this week. Congratulations to T-Bone. He won last week. The first week's $50. He was 11-5 along with Charlotte and George Griffin, but he won by the tiebreaker. He was 3 points close, only 3 points off the exact score of the game. Only 3 points off the exact score of the game. Charlotte was 8. George Griffin was 16. So there we go. There we go. And again, want to thank this past week's sponsor, the Sports and Wellness Doc, Dr. Alexia McClurkin Johnson, the Sports and Wellness Doc. You can find her online at www.sportsandwellnessdoc.com. Please tell her AJ sent you. All right, let me take a break, and then I want to get into these power rankings. I'm going to do the quarterbacks first. We'll do that when we come back right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
More prizes and more winners.
You are a winner.
Yay!
Let's get up mornings. Hello, who is this?
This is Leanna,
Hi, Leanna. Where you calling from?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas.
H-Town.
Leanna, what is the word of the day?
Party, join the party, y'all.
Hey! Congratulations. You win $100 in Erica Campbell's cash and a chance for a trip for 2 to fly away to Atlanta. Airfare, hotel, ground transportation, and a chance to meet and greet some of your favorite gospel artists. How you feeling?
I'm claiming that too.
Come on, come on.
That's right.
Now tell us, what show just made you a winner?
Get up mornings with Erica Campbell.
Show
Yeah.
did. Congratulations.
I have so many friends that are not.
I'm Jacqueline Carr, and here is your winning strategy. I don't know what you may be believing God for, but I just want to release this word over your life that whatever you are in need of, God is releasing it. For those of you who need healing today, I just believe that God has you under such an anointing that before you know it, you will experience your healing. Your faith has caught his attention. Every time you hear words that are the opposite of what you are believing for, or your faith comes under attack, I want you to immediately rebuke the enemy. God is going to push you into a place of favor, and that will cause you to even experience favor surrounding your name. Your name alone will allow doors to open in your favor. If you believe that, shout, I receive it.
I receive it.
You know I rock that presentation. I think I'm gonna treat myself to a juicy quarter pounder with cheese.
Y'all go on. Treat yourself.
And you know what? I'm gonna get you one too.
Yeah, that's right. Treat me too.
The Treat Yourself Plus One deal. Get it at McDonald's, where you can get 2 of your favorites for just $6. Choose from the quarter pounder with cheese, Big Mac, filet of fish, and 10-piece chicken McNuggets. Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price. Limited time offer.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify.
800-298-0139. 800-298-0139. 800-298-0139. That's 800-298-0139. Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 a.m., 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Got to give the people and give people what they want.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM and 92.3 FM. Legend continue.
You're having your lunch on the lunch break with KYOK.
All right, y'all, back here on the lunch break. Legendary KYOK. All new 92.3 FM. Streaming live, KYOKradio.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. All right, let me pull it down. I love California knows how to party. All right, so yesterday I looked at a couple of other people's power rankings for quarterbacks, and I was like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Got to do it right. Got to do it right. Can't do it based on last year. In fact, they had Aaron Rodgers top 5. Let me go ahead and jump off from the bottom. That's where I got Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had a passer rating of 36.8. I can't put Aaron Rodgers above last place at number 32 in the lunch break, keeping up with the Joneses' quarterback power rankings. Aaron Rodgers at number 32. At number 31, the rookie that everybody could not wait to see, Trevor Lawrence, passer rating 70.1. Number 30, Matt Ryan, Atlanta. I said Matt has all the stats. He does. But what has his team done since that Super Bowl run? I'm not trying to rhyme. I'm just telling you what time it is. Listen, Matt Ryan might be a great dude. Matt Ryan might be a great teammate, what have you. But it is time for the Atlanta Falcons to do with him what the New England Patriots did with Cam Newton. Great dude, but we got to move you on. Matt Ryan at number 30. At number 29, the guy that is from a local high school, played at TCU, cost Marvin Lewis his job in Cincinnati, Andy Dalton for the Chicago Bears at number 29. At number 28, a guy that I actually like. I thought he was going to have a stellar year, and he still might. He just didn't do it in week 1. At number 28, Ryan Tannehill. At number 27, another young man that I like, and he even got the win, but he didn't play exceptionally well. I'm talking about Tua Tagovailoa at number 27. At number 26, the guy that a lot of folks are ready to hand the league MVP trophy to, and I'm just telling you, he didn't do that against the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 1. At number 26, with a passer rating of 79.7, is Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills. I'm just keeping it real. At number 25, again, another rookie that everybody's, Zach Wilson of the New York Jets with a passer rating of 82.9 is at number 25. The big man, the guy that I think is going to put the Pittsburgh Steelers on his back. No, he's not. The dude that's going to help Pittsburgh win a lot of games this year at number 24, Big Ben Roethlisberger, passer rating of 83.9. At number 23, the media darling of the NFL, the guy that they just can't get enough of. And I agree. I think he's doing a great job. Last year's rookie, offensive rookie of the year, Justin Herbert of the Chargers, passer rating 85.2. At number 22, a guy that John Gruden's going to have to start respecting and loving if he wants to stay in the NFL. I'm talking about Derek Carr of the Las Vegas Raiders. He had a passer rating this weekend of 89.5. I'm sorry, Monday night. And most importantly, he got them the win. Now, just to show you, I'm just real objective about these. At number 21, a guy that I am very underwhelmed by, a guy that I am not the least bit impressed by, Daniel Jones, the guy who has had more fumbles at the quarterback spot since he's been in the league than anyone else. Daniel Jones at number 21 had a quarterback rating of 90.7. At number 20, and I'll stop and take a break after this, you've got none other than Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff, 92.6. Got a loss, though, in week 1. All right, these are my quarterback power rankings. Again, at the bottom, Aaron Rodgers, Trevor Lawrence, Matt Ryan, Andy Dalton, Ryan Tannehill, Tua Tagovailoa, Josh Allen, Zach Wilson, Ben Roethlisberger, Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, David Jones, and Jared Goff get us up to number 20. We'll take a break. When we come back, I'll get you 19 to the top right here on the lunch break. If you want in, 281-453-1000. That's 281-453-1000. It's the lunch break.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-219-8332. 800-219-8332. 800-219-8332. That's 800-219-8332.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. That's 800-958-2156.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK, 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services and more. Located at 3126 Tidwell, between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211. That's 832-767-3211. Conveniently located on the north side.
The legendary KYOK 1140 AM. The legendary KYOK 92.3 FM. Two radio stations in one.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott, host of the Not So Christian and Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion. with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian and Me show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
It's the lunch break on KYOK.
I got to read the message from Cornell. Cornell just sent me a text message, said, AJ, that's why I rocks with you. I changed the word because you keep it real. This is a real power ranking for quarterbacks, not that junk that you hear on national news. Now, man, I get it. I think there's some rule that you're not allowed to talk bad about Aaron Rodgers. You certainly can't have somebody other than Patrick Mahomes at number 1 or number 2, Tom Brady. I get it. You know, it's like, thank God Drew Brees has retired, because now you don't have to arbitrarily put him at number 3 or number 4 or, you know, lose credibility on your power rankings. Aaron Rodgers from Sunday was the bottom of the list as far as quarterbacks go. Is he always going to be there? I don't think so, unless he's got some other plan going on. But yeah, we got to give credit where credit is due. And there were 31 other quarterbacks that played better than Aaron Rodgers this past Sunday, this past weekend, including Monday. All right, so we stopped at number 19. At number 19, Tom Brady. Tom Brady, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, had a quarterback rating of 97. Yes, he threw for the second most, I think third most yards this past first week, but still, as far as total efficiency go, Tom Brady, number 19. At number 18, Baker Mayfield. Again, showing you I'm totally objective, because normally I would have had Baker in the 20, 25 somewhere range. Baker Mayfield at number 18, above Tom Brady. Tom Brady had a 97 quarterback rating. Baker Mayfield, 97.5. At number 17, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson had a quarterback ranking for Baltimore of 98.6. At number 16, Dak Prescott. Dak didn't get the win on Thursday night, but Dak didn't play poorly. Had a quarterback rating of 101.4 for all you Cowboy fans out there. And, oh, man, Cowboy fans, y'all got some bad news over the last couple of days. DeMarcus Lawrence, broken foot, out 6 to 8 weeks. Gallup on the injured reserve, might be out 4 weeks or more. And then Randy Gregory, COVID list. Unless he can get 2 negative tests between now and Sunday, he could be out. So not looking good for the boy. At least you got Zach Martin back. How about that? You got Zach Martin back. You know, La'el Collins is going to be out for 6 weeks, I believe it is. So Cowboy fans not trending in the right direction. But at least Dak Prescott, 16th best on my power ranking. At number 15, Sam Darnold, a quarterback I'm underwhelmed by. But for Carolina, had a quarterback ranking of 102. There he goes. Carson Wentz at number 14 for the Indianapolis Colts. I can't stand Carson Wentz. I think he's everything that's wrong with football. They coddle him. He's allowed to get in his feelings. If another quarterback had stopped speaking to their head coach like Carson Wentz did with Doug Peterson in Philly, so that he could force his way out because they were playing a better quarterback, oh, man, they would have drugged that other quarterback through the mud. No, we love Carson Wentz. We love him. He gets a landing spot in Indianapolis. Any other quarterback would have been blackballed. Carson Wentz at number 14. At number 13, the second coming of the savior of quarterbacks, Mac Jones. You know, the one that everybody loves so much, and he's going to lead these New England Patriots to the playoffs. Mac Jones at number 13, quarterback rating of 102.6. Big gap between him and number 12, Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins had a quarterback ranking of 106.8. He's at number 12. At number 11, the Houston Texans starting quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, had a quarterback ranking of 112.1, and I can't be mad about it. Tyrod Taylor played his behind off on this past Sunday. At number 10, Teddy Bridgewater from Denver, quarterback ranking 115.7. Let me see. What did Sam Darnold? Where was Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold was at number 15. Teddy Bridgewater at number 10. I'll let that speak for itself. At number 9, Taylor Heineke. Heineke for Washington, 119.3. He was the 9th best quarterback this past weekend. At number 8, Kyler Murray. Kyler really balled out. Kyler Murray really balled out for Arizona. 121 quarterback rating. And I'm really impressed with Kyler Murray. And he's such a quiet young man. Not a lot of boasting, not a lot of bragging, certainly no drama. Love it. Kyler Murray, number 8. At number 7, Jimmy Garoppolo, the guy that they're trying to run him out of San Francisco, and all Jimmy's doing is playing. 124.2 on the quarterback rating. At number 6, Channel View High School's own Jalen Hurts, the starting quarterback for Philadelphia, put up a quarterback rating of 126.4. He was the 6th best quarterback on the lunch break power rankings. At number 5, the guy from Athens, Ohio, the guy who was an Ohio State Buckeye, the guy who led LSU to the national championship. The guy said he had to take a next step. He did. Number 5, best quarterback on my rankings, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati, rating of 128.8. That's top notch. Great job, Joe. Oh, yeah, and they got the win. At number 4, he didn't do much, but he was efficient as all get out. Yeah, I'm talking about him. Jameis Winston, New Orleans Saints, a quarterback rating of 130.8. I don't care about 14 for 20. I don't care about 148 yards. I care about 5 touchdowns and no interception. Oh, but Adrian, they had to call one back. It didn't count. Number 4, Jameis Winston. At number 3, a very familiar name, and he deserved it. He led his team back to a victory. Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City, rating of 131.4. I'm going to start calling this dude the most underappreciated quarterback in the league. At number 2, still getting it done after all of these years, especially after most folks wrote him off this season. I'm talking about Russell Wilson. Seattle Seahawks had a quarterback rating of 152.3. Say it with me slow. Ballin'. That's what Russell Wilson did. He's my 2nd best quarterback this weekend. And the number 1 rated quarterback for the lunch break this weekend was Matthew Stafford for the LA Rams, starting from a new team on the West Coast. That's why I hit him with this. That's why I hit him with this right here. That's why I hit him with this right here, Willie Gibson. This is why they got some of this right here. California knows how to party. Matthew Stafford, LA Rams, number 1 quarterback this past week, 156.1. That's your true power ranking. All right, let me go through them all with no commentary. At number 1, Matthew Stafford, Rams. At number 2, Russell Wilson, Seahawks. At number 3, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City. At number 4, Jameis Winston, New Orleans. Number 5, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati. At number 6, Jalen Hurts, Philly. At number 7, Jimmy Garoppolo, 49ers. At number 8, Kyler Murray, Cardinals. At number 9, Taylor Heineke, Washington. At number 10, Teddy Bridgewater, Denver. At number 11, Tyrod Taylor, Texans. Number 12, Kirk Cousins, Vikings. At number 13, Mac Jones, Patriots. Number 14, Carson Wentz, Colts. Number 15, Sam Darnold, Panthers. Number 16, Dak Prescott, Cowboys. Number 17, Lamar Jackson, Ravens. Number 18, Baker Mayfield, Cleveland. Number 19, Tom Brady, Buccaneers. Number 20, Jared Goff, Detroit. Number 21, Daniel Jones, Giants. Number 22, Derek Carr, the Raiders. Number 23, Justin Herbert, Chargers. Number 24, Ben Roethlisberger, Steelers. Number 25, Zach Wilson, Jets. Number 26, Josh Allen, Bills. Number 27, Tua Tagovailoa, Dolphins. Number 28, Ryan Tannehill, Titans. Number 29, Andy Dalton, the Bears. Number 30, Matt Ryan, Falcons. 31, Trevor Lawrence, Jacksonville. And number 32, Mr. Discount Double Check himself, Aaron Rodgers. That's my power rankings. Don't like them. Don't worry about it. They're legit. I got numbers to back them up. I didn't just put stuff in there based on historical sake. All right, that's what we got. All right, so let me do this before I take my next break. Let me go ahead and rate the teams. Go ahead and rate the teams, NFL teams. Keith Hennick, I like your list, but you will be singing a new song next week. You're right, because I'm going to do it based on the actual performance, not based on history. I'm not doing that, man. It's not fair. It's not fair to guys that go out and ball out. They grab their tablet, their phone, and they pull up the latest article or whatever, and they're way down at the bottom because folks still loving on Aaron Rodgers and other guys as if they didn't have a tough game. CJ said, I've heard you mention some of those names before. Makes me feel like I know a little concern, a little something about football. You do. You were 9-7 on your picks this weekend. You know something. All right, let's go with the NFL teams. After this past week, I'll start from 1 to 32. After this past week, I got the number one team in the NFL, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I cannot put them out until they get beat. Yeah, Dallas played them close. A lot of teams are going to play them close. It's different when you got the bullseye on your back. Tampa Bay, number one. At number two, I got Kansas City. Again, Kansas City, until somebody beats them, I've got the two Super Bowl teams from last year, Kansas City at number two. At number three, you don't like it, but they had probably the most quality win out of all of them this past weekend when they beat the Buffalo Bills. I got Pittsburgh at number three. At number four, I've got the Arizona Cardinals. And y'all know I can't stand their coach. But I got to give credit where credit is due. Arizona went out and manhandled the team they beat, Tennessee, a very good team. At number five, I've got the Seattle Seahawks. And again, I don't know why folks are trying to make it out like Seattle's not going to be able to do this and they're not going to be able to do that and they'll be a mediocre team. I got them at number five right now. I could have flip-flopped 5 and 6. San Francisco is at number 6. And again, they went out and they dominated their game. At number 7, got to give it up for the Rams. The Rams are at number 7. At number 8, the LA Chargers. At number 9, Chucky and the Las Vegas Raiders. At number 10, the New Orleans Saints. At number 11, the Philadelphia Eagles. At number 12, the Miami Dolphins. Number 13, the Denver Broncos. Number 14, the Cincinnati Bengals. Number 15, the Houston Texans. And the last of the winning teams from this past weekend, the Carolina Panthers. See, I don't put into my power rankings those moral victories where you lost, but it really looked like you won, or you lost and it feels like you should have won. You know, a lot of folks still have Green Bay in their top 5. Am I saying that New Orleans is better than Green Bay? Maybe. But what I can say is New Orleans won and Green Bay didn't. I'm not putting Green Bay over the New Orleans Saints after week 1 and they got dog walked. Not doing it. All right, so at number 17, I got Cleveland. Cleveland could have, should have, and led most of that game. They are the top team in my power rankings of the teams that lost. At number 18, Buffalo. Buffalo's going to be fine. At number 20, that's where I got Green Bay. At number 20, I got Green Bay. 21, Tennessee. 22, Dallas. 23, Minnesota. 24, the Washington football team. And all their hopes right now are riding on Taylor Heineke. 25, New England. 26, Indianapolis. 27, the New York Jets. 28, the New York Giants. Yes, I think the Jets are better than the Giants. 29 Detroit, 30 Chicago, 31 Jacksonville, and the worst team this past week in the NFL to me, the Atlanta Falcons. So there you go. There are my power rankings. All right, now let me take a break. Let me get ready to take this break. If you want to comment, get in on what you just heard me say, do it. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or text me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. Or you can email me, aj@kyoksports.com. That's aj@kyoksports.com. All right, when we come back, I'll give you my SWAC power rankings and my MEAC when we come back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
1140 AM and 92.3 FM. The legendary KYOK.
Nobody wants to get ripped off, broken into, or robbed, but nobody wants to pay a lot of money to have their home protected either. I've got an offer to tell you about to provide home security for your home for less than $1 a day. For real, with no installation or equipment charges. And this is from a company rated #1 by a leading consumer research company. According to the facts, most of you won't even call unless there's a burglary in your neighborhood or something bad happens. So let's give you a reason. Save money. For less than $1 a day with no other costs, you can get your home secured. Plus, get a lifetime equipment replacement warranty. You need protection for your home. Call the Home Security Hotline right now.
800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. 800-561-6198. Again, that's 800-561-6198.
Do you have high blood pressure or diabetes? Are you over the age of 65 and covered by Medicare? Then pay close attention to this message. Medicare has introduced some new benefits to help consumers during these cautious COVID-19 times. They realize many of you don't want to leave your home to visit a doctor. So now you can get a remote patient monitoring device shipped to your home at little or no cost to you. Now your doctor can identify your problems in real time, which could potentially save your life. Victory Medical can easily ship this monitoring device directly to your home at little or no cost to you. If you have high blood pressure or diabetes and you're covered by Medicare, make this free call right now to see if you qualify for a new remote patient monitoring device. Call now.
800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. 800-213-9527. That's 800-213-9527.
Do you have a home that you don't want anymore? We can buy it from you within 24 hours. Any home, size, or condition. For over 20 years, we've been buying homes for cash and helping homeowners sell their homes immediately with no listings or strangers walking through your home. Are you moving? Did you lose your job? Going through a divorce? Whatever the reason, if you're in a bind and you know that you need to sell your house fast, call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. We'll make you a serious cash offer to buy your home in 24 hours and let you walk away from it. No listing, no waiting. Sell any home, any size, any condition now. Call the expert team at I Need to Sell My House Fast. Make this free call now.
800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. 800-306-1760. That's 800-306-1760.
Hey, you want some sports with your lunch? Well, tune in to the legendary KYOK at the lunch break. And I'm Raven Rogers.
Man, I sure hope Raven hadn't forgotten about me. I sure hope Raven Rogers hadn't forgotten about me. I still need that interview, sis. Raven, I still need that interview. I got to give a lot of love to Simone Biles, Allie Raceman, and several of the former gymnasts. They went before Congress, some committee, and talked about their experiences at the hands of Larry Nassar, the doctor who molested and assaulted hundreds of former gymnasts. It takes a lot of courage to do that. And I really want to acknowledge those young ladies what's crazy is from the testimony that I heard, these young ladies, who many of them were just young girls at the time, were braver than the people, adults, who were supposed to protect them. That blows my mind. Larry Nassar should never see the light of day again, ever. And those who aided and abetted him, even if it was by doing nothing, there should be consequences for that. And that's, to me, that's more than them just losing their jobs. But again, Simone, Allie, just all of those young ladies, I don't even have the right words to say how sorry I am because of what happened to you, but in many ways, how proud I am for how you're standing up for yourselves and each other now. All right, let's get back to Throwback Thursday here on the lunch break. 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000. Somebody sent me a message. I said I was going to read it. All right, so let's see. Jefferson. Hey, Jay. Jefferson's over in Louisiana. Said that everything is fine his way and that he is still a big Saints fan. And he said, man, for me to watch my back talking about Aaron Rodgers like that, he don't want me to get discount double checked. I like that. Jefferson, y'all be safe over there. We're thinking about and praying for you all too. All right. So let's get into the SWAC. You know, I'm a big HBCU fan, lover, appreciator. I mean, every major network needs to be talking about HBCUs. I got to give a lot of credit to Stephen A. Smith. I was listening to his show on the way in, and he talked about Thursday being their HBCU day. And Shaquille O'Neal, of course, has two children, not one, but two children at an HBCU, and it just happens to be right here in Houston, Texas Southern University. His daughter playing volleyball, his son playing basketball. So really, really, really excited about that. But that being said, I had to adjust my power rankings after a couple of games. Only 4 teams have played conference games. That is Jackson State, FAMU, Prairie View, and Texas Southern. So I think this is going to change once they start playing conference games and they get out of what I call these money games. The money games are where they play certain schools that are bigger schools, might have more, fans, revenue, you name it. And they're losing some of those games. They're losing, not all of them, but they're losing some of those games. I think when they get back into interconference play, when they start playing each other in the SWAC and even in the MEAC, I think you're going to see some movement in the standings. But right now, up top for me, Alabama A&M, the team that won the SWAC last year, the team that's ranked in the top 25 in the FCS rankings. I got to go with Alabama A&M. But right behind them, I've got Coach Deion Sanders and Alcorn. I got to be honest, man. Deion's got that school 2-0, and I'm just telling you, they got a very good shot. Now, they're playing a tough game this coming week, but Coach Prime says, what? Are we getting paid to lose? He's coming to win. So we'll see what happens. All right, at number 3, the shirt of the school I'm wearing, Southern University Jags. I got them all the way up at number 3 in the SWAC power rankings this week. At number 4, the team that represented the West in the SWAC championship game last season, Arkansas Pine Bluff. Got them at number 4. CJ, turn your radio up at number 5. I've got the Alcorn Braves. Alcorn looking pretty good. They knocked off Northwestern State in one of those money games. So, again, like I said, they're not losing them all. Congratulations, Alcorn at number 5. At number 6, Alabama State, the other Alabama school that gets overlooked. They got a big matchup coming up near the end of the year when they take on Alabama A&M. That'll be interesting. All right, at number 7, the Grambling State Tigers. I got them at number 7. At number 8, I don't have to go far, just up 290. It is Prairie View, They'll be taking on Grambling in the State Fair Classic coming up in a couple of weeks. I got Prairie View at number 8. At number 9, the school that I picked to win the SWAC, and I'm not ready to give up on that just yet. I've got the FAMU Rattlers at number 9. At number 10, a school that I think is going to surprise a lot of people once they start conference play, I've got Bethune-Cookman. At number 11, Mississippi Valley State. And down there at the bottom, and I just got to be honest, y'all started on the bottom, but I don't think y'all are going to be up anytime soon. Thank God for the Ocean of Soul, because right now the Texas Southern Tigers look like they need a lot of help. They need a lot of help. I know they lost to Prairie View, and then they got beat up on by Baylor, but again, not a lot of bright spots with TSU. I did like when they brought in their backup quarterback in that Baylor game. So we'll see where they go from there. Grambling's got U of H this weekend, so we'll see how that goes for them. And then there's a game tonight, HBCU game tonight. Let me see what we got. NCAA football. SWAC. Yeah, Alabama A&M and Bethune-Cookman tonight. So they got conference play going on tonight. That one's going to kick off at 6:30 Central on ESPNU. And I'm going with Alabama A&M, even though that game is going to be at Bethune. I'm going with Alabama A&M, even though that game is going to be at Bethune. I'm looking for Akil Glass to ball out. Not going to be a walkover, though. It's not going to be a walkover. So we'll see. We'll talk about that one tomorrow. All right, real quick, let me give you my MEAC standings. For those who don't know, that's the Middle Eastern Atlantic Conference. All right, let's see. Let me stop you, put you back over there. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, at number 1 in the MEAC, got to go with Delaware State. They haven't lost. They have not lost yet. So Delaware State at number 1. At number 2, the team that beat Alcorn in the MEAC SWAC Challenge, I've got North Carolina Central at number 2. At number 3, the school that I picked to win the MEAC, and maybe they will once they get inside conference play. But right now at number 3, I got South Carolina State University. At number 4, I've got Norfolk State University. At number 5, a school that I think is going to surprise a lot of people. This school plays hard. They play very hard. They're always in it in the game. In fact, they knocked off North Carolina A&T a couple of years ago when A&T was rolling. I got to give credit at number 5 to Morgan State. And at number 6, a school that I kind of feel the same way about them that I do TSU. They just need a lot of help football-wise. Howard University at number 6. So there you go. Those are the 2 major conferences. We'll do those. I just got a message. TJ, if you're listening, yes, let's do that. If you're listening, let's do that. All right, let me go to. I got a couple of minutes. Let me go to a couple of other conferences real quick. Let me give you some other rankings in the SIAC. In the SIAC, I've got Albany State University at number 1. At number 2, Benedict College at number 2. At number 3, Coach was on here with us a couple of days ago, and I tell you what, he's got them rolling over at Edward Waters. I've got them at number 3. At number 4, I've got Fort Valley State University. Number 5, Clark Atlanta. Keisha Kelly, I got your team at number 5. At number 6, we'll go Savannah State. At number 7, we'll go Allen. At number 8, Kentucky State. At number 9, Lane College. At number 10, Central State University. At number 11, we'll go Morehouse. At number 12, we'll go, we stay up late, but we graduate, Miles College. And at the bottom of the rankings, we got Tuskegee. But again, I don't believe they're going to stay there. That's the SIAC power rankings. Keith Hennig said S is in Sam, I is in Indigo, A is in Alpha, C is in Charlie. Playing with me. All right, let me go one more. The CIAA. CIAA at the top. Chowan, used to be Chowan State, but now they just go by Chowan. Got them at number 1. At number 2, Fayetteville State. At number 3, Bowie State. At number 4, Johnson C. Smith. At number 5, St. Augustine's. At number 6, the Rams of Winston-Salem State. At number 7, we'll go Lincoln. Number 8, we'll go Elizabeth City. At number 9, Virginia State. Then Virginia Union. Then Livingstone and Shaw College. Rounds out the power rankings for the CIAA. That is your HBCU power rankings from the lunch break right here on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Now, I got to get ready to do the birthdays. I have to get ready to do the birthdays, and somebody let me know that I missed one on the 14th, so I've got to do a belated birthday for someone from the 14th. All right, let me get the birthdays that have been sent in to me. For the birthdays that have been sent in to me, here we go. Today, Sheila Henry, the CEO Circle, businesswoman, executive extraordinaire. Sheila Henry is a double nickel today. Happy birthday to you, sis. Virginia Thomas celebrating her birthday with Minister Marina Angelica Coriat celebrating her birthday, along with Barbara Crawford. Happy 43rd to you, Barbara. Looking like you 23. Nina Allen celebrating her birthday with Janelle Riley. She's 54, and she said she's very proud of it. And then one of the baddest sisters in the business. She used to play basketball. She used to coach basketball, and she got cut by her husband, Willie, at Central State. I'm talking about Loretta Williams Gurnell. Sis, happy birthday. I can't sing, so you know I can't wish you a happy birthday. Like I want to. All right, let me go ahead and give you the celebrity birthdays for the day. Happy birthday today going out to the legendary Elgin Baylor. And then one of the baddest pitchers to ever throw it in there. We're talking about Oral Hershiser celebrating a birthday, along with Tim Raines. Used to love seeing that dude play, especially when he was with the Montreal Expos. And then the birthday that I have to say belated to, none other than Deshaun Watson, celebrated his birthday on September the 14th. I don't care about all the other stuff going on. Deshaun, happy birthday. All right, Usher, help me out.
This is Jamie.
Uh-oh, no, that ain't what that's supposed to be. Where are my birthdays? Y'all forgive me. I put the wrong thing in. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Man, if y'all tuned into to my Bible study last night, I had all kinds of pilot error last night. I started broadcasting live on the lunch break Facebook page for the Bible study. So y'all bear with me. Come on. Okay, here we go. Here is Usher. Come on, Usher.
Oh, go shawty, it's your birthday. Ooh, it's your birthday. Go shawty, it's your birthday. Today's your day. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, y'all. If anybody else is having a birthday, you want to celebrate it, or an anniversary, special anniversary you want to celebrate, get them to me, 281-453-1000, 281-453-1000, or you can email them, aj@kyoksports.com. That's aj@kyoksports.com, or you can always text them to me, 832-403-5005. That's 832-403-5005. All right, let me get Sybil Wilkes on. She'll give us what you need to know today, and then we'll come back with the second hour of the lunch break right here on the legendary KYOK. Of course.
COVID-19 deaths in the U.S. is likely less than 2 weeks. It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. The number of COVID-19 deaths in the U.S. is likely less than 2 weeks away from surpassing the 1918 pandemic death toll. An estimated 675,000 Americans lost their lives during that pandemic of 1918. This revelation comes the same day the Food and Drug Administration released data on Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine, declaring its protection against infection declines over time. Christmas may be coming early for folks looking for work. Just in time for what's hoped to be a busy holiday shopping season, Sam's Club has announced an increase in the company's starting wage to $15 an hour beginning September 25th. And Amazon has just revealed a new starting wage of $18 an hour for fulfillment and transportation workers, along with providing health care benefits and sign-on bonuses up to $3,000. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
The legendary 1140 AM KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CX Houston.
The views and opinions expressed on all radio shows broadcast on KYOK are entirely those of the host, guests, and callers, who are entirely responsible for all show content and do not in any way reflect the opinions of KYOK Radio, its sponsors, staff, or management.
You walk out on that field today. Ask yourself this question.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! We ready! We ready! We ready! We ready! I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house!
When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Football is getting hit. That's it.
It's gonna be football, no! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's hunt now! Let's hunt now! Let's go! Let's hunt! We ready? I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house!
We're talking about the Jets like we're talking about the Saints. You know, all this hollering we the Miami Heat of football. Yeah. The bottom line is you got to buckle up with chin straps. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Don't disrespect the game like that. There's too much crying from him. He's a man. They can be a hit just like us. He's a man. You already make the big money. He's a man. I'm proud when you step on the field, man. That's who I did. When I step on the field, I send one message. This is what it feels like. Oh, my bad. You had no work in my world.
What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Game time! What time is it? Let's go! Let's go, guys! Let's go! We ready? I'm going to the house! I'm going to the house! It's a wrap. Game over.
All right, y'all. That's first hour on the books, second hour underway right here on the legendary KYOK. And they all do, 92.3 FM. We're streaming live on KYOKradio.org. Also on Facebook at Lunch Break KYOK and YouTube, The Lunch Break with AJ Jones. So appreciate y'all tuning in. It's our Throwback Thursday. This hour, we expect to have Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, join us. Got a lot of stuff I want to talk about, NBA related, and as well as some of the conference movement and what have you. Some very interesting comments from Coach Kelvin Sampson. It would have been so easy for him to just talk about basketball, but he talked about how the move to the Big 12 was going to help the lady sports at U of H. And I was like, man, you are a real dude, bro. He is a real great man. I'm serious. I love Coach Kelvin Sampson. So, again, we'll talk about that with Kris Gardner when he comes on. I started watching a TV series last night called Enslaved. I don't know if any of y'all have heard about it. I'm probably late to the party. It came out as a documentary that came out in 2020. And it's put together by Samuel L. Jackson. Yes, that's Samuel L. Jackson, the actor. And he literally is shining light on slave trade. And not only are they focusing on where our ancestors were stolen to, but he's focusing on the numbers of them that never made it. And he's literally gotten a dive team together who partner with other divers in other countries to find our ancestors and remnants of the boats that they were on and the things that they were carrying on those boats. And it's been very, very profound. In fact, in episode number 1, he found his tribe in Gabon, in Africa. And he went back there. And they did their native ceremonies to welcome him back into his original tribe. And I'm going to tell you, first of all, for all my Christian friends, leave me alone. I don't want to hear your talk about ceremonies and all that kind of stuff. Man, listen, just stop. Sometimes y'all too deep. Y'all just, please. But they did a ceremony to welcome him back to his motherland. And it was, I ain't gonna lie, I cried. I was like, wow, man. I mean, it's one thing to know where you came from. It's another to go back and to meet relatives and ancestors and what have you, and to be welcomed back into the fold. And I love that. I absolutely loved it. But that was the good stuff. The bad stuff was literally where they set up plantations on the shores of Africa, on the shores of other countries, to be able to ship out our ancestors and process them in when they came in. What killed me is in one of those plantations, it was like a fortress. And in the middle of the fortress, they had a church. In the middle of the fortress, they had a church. So imagine this. Everywhere around this church, you had people who stole brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers and sons and daughters, stole them, and were literally beating them into submission to get ready to ship them over to a country that they didn't even know existed. And in the middle of doing that, they had a church. So while they were stealing people from their motherland, they literally had the nerve to go inside a house of God and pray. Make it make sense. It was originally a Catholic church, and then it became a Protestant church. So for the Christians that don't believe that Catholics are Christian, that's okay. There were Christians that took over after a while, and they too were praying in this church in the middle of a fortress plantation as they were stealing people from their native land to ship them over to serve as unfree servants. So places like Brazil, Portugal, England, and of course the United States could have stuff. Coffee, sugar, spices, ivory. Yeah, it's a very good series. It's called Enslaved. It's called Enslaved. And I strongly encourage you to watch it. Strongly encourage you to watch it. All right, stay right there. I got a special guest that's joining me. I want to get his music on. But yeah, man, it's a 2020 documentary. It's on a network called Epix. It's on a network called Epix, and it is a pretty provocative show. All right. Without further ado, I had to get him. Well, now he had to get me because I forgot to send him the link. But hey, all the way from Houston, Roundball Review. Local name, global perspective. It's my brother, Kris Gardner. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. How are you, brother?
Man, I'm on fire today, bro. I'm on
That's
fire.
good. That's good. Let's do this
today. Have you heard of that documentary Epix? I mean, on Epix called Enslaved?
I haven't. I saw you tweet about it earlier. I have not. No, sir.
Bro,
See if I can check it out.
You got to. It's a must. It's a must. And while folks are fighting about the ignorance of critical race theory, first, most folks don't even have a clue of what it is, but they think it's white guilt, where black people want to guilt white people into hating themselves and feeling the need to apologize and all. That ain't what it is, by the way. And they want to legislate against that all over the country. There's good information in this documentary called Enslaved about them stealing our ancestors and all the different places that they went. I had no idea that so many of our ancestors went to Brazil. Mm-hmm. Did not know how many went to Portugal and South America and places like that. Obviously, the United States was number 2, but Brazil and Portugal were right there.
Well, I mean, look at us all over the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cuba, Brazil, South America. There's Afro-Cuban. This. Look at our culture. Look at the music. All parts of. We touch culture all over the world, man. And not by choice in most cases. So, folks who don't know that, read, learn, open up your mind and your eyes. You might learn something.
Yeah, and again, no shade at Tyler Perry and all that. I said I don't want to watch another silly Tyler Perry movie. I want to watch something that's going to really impact me. And came across that, and bro, let me tell you something, man. I can't wait to get home to check out episode number 3. What's crazy was I was watching episode 2 last night, and they introduced us to a group that they call the Maroons, and this was a group outside of Brazil in the rainforest bush area that literally fought back against the slave traders and won and created their own society inside the rainforest. And bruh, let me tell you, man, when I tell you these were proud people, you could still see today how proud they were to be the ancestors of a group that fought back and won. I loved it, man. I absolutely loved it.
I got to check out the channel because I'm not sure if I have it. I need to find out. I'll look at it after this.
I'll tell you, it's on Epix, but you can also get, there's 6 episodes in season 1. I think you can get 4 of those on Peacock. And I think you and I have talked about Peacock.
Right, okay.
So you can get the first 4 episodes on Peacock. And then if you use Fire Stick, it's on Fire Stick as well.
Okay. Is it the free Peacock or I got to pay for a premium Peacock?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I got kids, so I don't know if they got me paying for it. I don't know if they got me paying for it or not, bro. I get little notices on my phone like so-and-so just,
Real talk. I got rid of the premium Peacock after the Olympics for no need to. I have no more basketball to watch, for the fellas. So I was like, okay, let me get rid of the premium. But I'll check it out.
I'll get with you after the show. We'll make sure you can see this. Because it's profound, bro.
Okay. I will look into it. I mean, I still have, the free Peacock, but I'll check it out, see if,
And Samuel L. Jackson does an amazing job.
Okay.
He ain't playing. Sam
say no more. So yeah,
feel good about themselves.
Yeah, say no more. If he's in it, yeah, part of it. That works for me. That's enough.
Yeah. All right. So I've talked through our first segment. So let me take a break.
Okay.
Come back. We got questions. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us on the lunch break. We'll be right back with him right after this on the legendary KYOK and the all new 92.3 FM.
You paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110. Guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify.
800-298-0139. 800-298-0139. 800-298-0139. That's 800-298-0139.
Hello, this is Claude Cummings Jr., Vice President of the Communication Workers of America District 6. Trey and I are inviting you to listen in to our new political talk show, Power to the People Political Hour.
Hello, this is Trey Daniels from the Daniels Group. Yes, Claude, the show will be hard-hitting and informative, talking about national and local political issues of the day, week, and month. Interviews will be with pastors, community leaders, elected officials, and political operatives. You know, Claude, a part of our responsibility is informing the citizenry and give them power to the people.
That's right, Trey. We're asking that you listen in on 1140 AM, 92.3, or streaming on KYOKradio.org, Thursdays at 10 a.m.
Got to give the people land, give people what they want.
The legendary KYOK.
Right, one more promo. We're ready.
And 92.3 FM. The legend continues.
Get up mornings with Erica Campbell.
More prizes and more winners.
You are a winner.
Yay! Let's get up mornings. Hello, who is this?
This is Leanna.
Hi, Leanna. Where you calling from?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. Leanna, what is the word of the day?
Party. Join the party, y'all.
Hey! Congratulations. You win $100 in Erica Campbell's cash and a chance for a trip for two to fly away to Atlanta. Airfare, hotel, ground transportation, and a chance to meet and greet some of your favorite gospel artists. How you feeling?
I'm claiming that too.
Come on, come on.
That's right.
Now tell us, what show just made you a winner?
Get up mornings with Erica Campbell.
Show
me.
Hey guys, this is your girl Brandy Nelson, and you are listening to The Lunch Break on KYOK.
And he's still bad, and he's still with us, talking about Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM. Just got a text message from Jamie. She said, not only did I see that documentary, I literally bugged my family until they all saw it. We are now going to do the DNA testing to find out where our tribe came from, and we're planning to go and visit.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's something I've talked about doing. I just need to do it. I just really need to go and break down and do it.
You and me both. I had some thoughts and some feelings about it, but I need to get it done. And I've been to Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, and a couple of other places. And, places, they claim me. And it's like, I think I'm from the coast of Africa. I don't know if they would have went that deep into the continent to steal my ancestors, bring them to the coast, and then ship us out. So that was my only hesitation. So I'm ready to do the DNA test myself.
Yeah, you know more about your history than I do about mine. So I haven't got across the continent yet. I'm just trying to find out stuff locally here in the States first. But that's on the list too, man. I got to know where I'm from. I want to know where I'm from.
Yeah. And again, I'm not letting folks write my history. I don't need to. I'll get it. Don't worry about it. So anyway, Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us. Here are the questions. Of course, the announcement was made that John Wall and the Rockets are going to work out a trade.
And props to you, brother. Props to you. Well, last Thursday, you mentioned, you didn't name names, but you mentioned that this was in the works. So props to you, brother. Your sources were on point.
Brother, and I told them that. I said, dog, you gave me a solid, because nobody really was on that. And folks didn't believe it until, Sham and some of the other folks, dropped it. I understand he's going to work out in camp. Is he going to play in preseason games? What are you hearing?
It sounds like he's just going to work out. He is not going to play a game. He's not going to wear a Rocket uniform in a game again. Period.
Okay. That's what I thought it meant, but I wanted to be sure. And then, of course, there are the rumors out there about a Ben Simmons for John Wall trade. I've said politely, thank you, but no thank you. Am I off? You know basketball more than me.
But I agree, it won't happen. But I take it, look at it from both sides. Why would Daryl Morey want John Wall in that contract? You know, especially next year. And John Wall, the second year of his contract is a player option at $47 million.
Yeah.
Which means he's going to take it. Okay. If it were no one is going to do that. Okay. If it were a team option, the Rockets could trade it because the team that would get him, they could just let him go because that'd be money off their cap. But it's a player option.
Yeah.
So he's going to opt in to get paid for that. And why not? He'd be crazy not to. So in that sense, John Wall is, you know, he's older. He's coming off injuries. I'm not sure he's a great fit with Joel Embiid in Philly. Ben Simmons here. Yeah, he's younger than John Wall. That's good. But where would he play? You going to play him power forward? You with the Rockets? Because really, you're not going to play point guard. You won't be in the backcourt. And the Rockets front court, young front court, with Usman Garuba and Alperen Şengün, you're not going to take their minutes. And then you got Daniel Tice as well. So where would he play here?
Right.
So yeah, no.
Yeah.
I doubt that happens. I would be stunned because now that the Rockets have made this public that they're trying to work out a deal with John Wall, he's not going to play again. He's not going to even give team the chance to see how he looks on the court in games. What team is going to want to make a trade? If you know that they're not going to play him and they say they're not going to do a buyout, okay. Well, chances are a team just going to say, all right, we'll just wait. We're going to wait y'all out.
You got my next question. What's the motivation for teams to do it? And can they work him out? Because that's everybody's question. How healthy is he? What's he have left? What can he still do? Can a team work him out when he's under contract with the Houston Rockets?
I don't believe so. That's another question I ask. Will they put him on a suspended list or something like that? And then if he's placed on whatever list it's called, you know, unable to play, whatever list that the name is officially.
Right.
Can a player on that list be traded? Or does he have to be part of the active roster in order to be dealt? I have questions about that I haven't got an answer to yet. But yeah, the Rockets doing it this way is good because they're going younger. The rebuild, the full rebuild has begun. I'm good with that.
That's all I've asked for. If we're going to do that, let's do it.
But I'm not sure how about doing it this way helps them get a deal, especially if they want something of quality in return.
Gotcha.
Now, if you just want, and then again, you got to look at the teams that will do it. If you're just trying to free up some cap space, okay, who's going to help you with that? You want some picks in 2030, you know, something like that way out there in the future. So I'm kind of curious to see if there's a team out there that's going to give them something in return for a player that's coming off injuries, 30 plus years old, with a huge contract.
Yeah. Yeah. What's interesting is, of course, everybody always puts their, you know, possible landing spots and what have you. There is a team that I'll go ahead and say, you know me, I'm always pie in the sky window shopping. Why would a team like Phoenix look at bringing in a John Wall to give some veteran depth to that point guard spot and, you know, can possibly help those young guys get over the hump that they couldn't get over last season?
For who?
Well, and that was the other thing I said. There are people that think that because John Wall's a point guard, that you got to get a point guard back. The Rockets have a plethora of guards.
Oh, no. But I'm saying, why would Phoenix want to do that? They'd have to give back at least $33 million in return to make the trade work. That's a lot of salary. That's a lot of players.
Right. I agree. But I guess my thought was there might be something else, not point guard related, on that Phoenix roster that they might be able to let go of, and it fit with the Rockets rebuild.
No, that's too many players they'd have to get back in return. And John Wall come off the bench to back up Chris Paul. No, not at $40+ million for the next 2 years. No, I just don't see that happening at all. No.
I got you. I was thinking more of the need than the money, but you're right. The money counts. I mean,
that's the huge anchor in any deal.
Yeah.
You know, Oklahoma City, if they made a deal with the Rockets, it'd be an understanding that, okay, John, we're doing this for assets. We're going to let you go. We're going to waive you so you can go somewhere else. But again, why would OKC do that?
Yeah.
At some point, they got to meet the salary floor. Every NBA team has to have minimum salary on payroll.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep letting folks go and go younger, you're not going to meet that.
Right.
So it's going to be tough. I mean, folks who I trust around the league right now, they're just saying, I don't see how they're going to get a deal. I don't see how it's going to happen. He may be sitting for the whole year. So I'm wondering. We're just going to wait and see.
Well, let's be clear, sitting and getting paid for the whole
Yes.
Yeah.
Which surprises me that Tillman is okay with that. That Tillman has even agreed for that possibility, that Rafael and the scouts and, you know, the player development people have said, Tillman, this is the best interest of the team going forward for the youngsters to get playing time and grow together. Chances we're going to sit John down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you still got to pay him.
Right.
$44 million. Okay.
What's interesting is that's not new for the Rockets. We got to take a quick break. We'll talk about that when we come back right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK. If you got questions for Kris Gardner, you know y'all always sending me basketball questions. Send them to me now right here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK and the all-new 92.3 FM.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet. So make a free call to Page Publishing. Their expert staff can help you turn your book idea into a real book, a masterpiece that could someday make the bestseller list in hard copy and digitally all across the world. Page Publishing can help you completely take your idea for a book, write it, and publish it. So if you want to join the ranks of some of the most famous authors in the world, call now for a free information kit. Turn your book idea into publishing gold. Make a free call right now to Page Publishing.
800-219-8332. 800-219-8332. 800-219-8332. That's 800-219-8332.
Remember in the beginning, when you first started to build a life for you and your family, you never imagined it would come to this. Instead of living your dreams, you're living with debt. In fact, it's smothering you. Now there's a way you can take back control with one simple call. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you qualify to receive a free, no-obligation consultation on how to get rid of that debt for good. Call the Debt Helpline now. We work on your behalf to reduce your debt. We specialize in credit cards, retail store cards, and medical bills. One simple call is all it takes to get the ball rolling to a debt-free life. Stop living with debt and start living your dreams. Call the Debt Helpline now.
800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. 800-958-2156. That's 800-958-2156.
Tune in to Table Talk with your boy, TD Blackshear, every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. on the legendary KYOK, 1140 a.m. and 92.3 FM. See you there.
In need of tires? Check out OMG Tire Services and more. New and used tires, all the name brands you desire, located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Give them a call at 832-767-3211. Top-notch service from beginning to end. When you're done, get your car hand-washed inside and out at OMG Tire Services
Working on a water sponsor.
located at 3126 Tidwell between 59 North and Jensen. Call 832-767-3211.
They
That's
sent me a little small
832-767-3211, conveniently located on the north.
Okay.
The legendary KYOK.
Look, at least they responded.
The legendary
That's a start.
OK 92.3 FM. 2 radio stations in one.
Hi, I'm Larry Scott,
All right, that's the last
host
one.
of the Not So Christian Than Me show. Join me Saturdays for great fun, interviews, music, and the latest news surrounding our world today. We are the show that cares to hear your voice and opinion with real conversation in a no judgment zone. So join me Saturdays from 1 to 2 p.m. on the Not So Christian to Me show, right here on the legendary KYOK Radio, 1140 AM, and the all-new 92.3 FM and KYOKradio.org.
This is Jasmine Highsmith, and you're having SWAC Sports with your lunch here on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK.
Man, her dad was a real good football player at the U and with the Houston Oilers, and very good executive right now with the Seattle Seahawks, the team a lot of folks seem to forget about. But anyway, I digress. Back on the lunch break on the legendary KYOK, all new 92.3 FM. And sure enough, somebody just sent me something for us, Kris. Let's see, where did I put that? Okay, yeah. AH just sent an article that has 3 possible landing spots for John Wall. Number 1 on here, the Clippers. They get John Wall. The Rockets get back Eric Bledsoe, Luke Kennard, and filler salary. Number 3, the Mavericks. They give up John Wall and a first-round pick. The Rockets receive Kristaps Porzingis and filler salary. And then the third and final spot, there's actually 2 spots. I guess it's a joint trade with the Sixers and Kings. Philadelphia gets John Wall, a first-round pick, and then a first-round pick from Sacramento. Houston gets back Buddy Hield and Marvin Bagley III. Sacramento gets Ben Simmons and filler salary to make the deal work.
Why? Why would the Rockets, Buddy Hield cuts into the Rockets youngsters playing time?
That part.
Dallas, I don't know why Dallas would give up a first-round pick for John Wall. You know, I believe Porzingis' time in Dallas is coming to an end. I think that's just a matter of when. But Porzingis here, where would he play? Would he play side by side Christian Wood? I mean, one injury-prone player for another injury-prone player. And
don't call Christian Woods injury-prone just yet.
No. I'm talking about John Wall. John Wall injured. And I like saying injury-prone, guys who dealt with injuries. You know, John Wall and Kristaps had dealt with injuries as well.
Hurt my heart for a minute. I'm sorry.
And the Clippers, Eric Bledsoe, Luke Kennard. Why would the Clippers want again? None of these teams know what John Wall can do on the court this year. If he doesn't play, and that's what the Rockets have said, he's not going to play. So teams are going to be just trading blindly based on, he looked pretty good last year on a team that stunk. So let's go and make that deal. Let's give up some players that we know are known quantity for guys who haven't seen all year.
What I like about you is having you on the show is you make it plain. Sometimes people don't understand. Other teams don't have to help you unload your problems.
Amen.
So not a single one of those teams needs to give up either one of those players to make the Rockets deal work out. The Rockets want to move on from John Wall.
Right.
John Wall's like, okay, fine. Let's work on a trade. That doesn't mean any of the other 29 teams have to do anything to help them.
Exactly. And as long as John Wall is getting paid, he's good. So if teams around the league know, Rockets have said, John Wall is not going, he'll participate in training camp, all those things, but he's not going to play another game in a Rocket uniform. So teams are like, well, okay, we're going to wait. We'll wait for y'all to come to an offer that we are cool with. Or we'll wait for y'all to buy him out and waive him. And we'll pick him up that way. Teams around the league, they're not in a rush to make a deal. Why?
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Kris, if you can hear me, your deal is breaking up a little bit, and we lost him. Kris, call back or come back in when you get a chance. Again, fans, y'all got to understand, just because a team wants to make a trade doesn't mean that another team has to make the trade. And like he was saying, John Wall's getting paid, so John don't have to do a whole lot. I know he wants to play, ergo why he's working out with the team, trying to stay in shape in case somebody calls. Okay, Chris Gardner's back. Okay, Kris, sorry about that.
That's what happened there.
Yeah, I heard it breaking up, and then sure enough, it dropped. So I was just reiterating what you just said. John wants to play, which is why he's working out. But, for some odd $40 million, I'd take a little break. I'm cool. I'll sit over here at the house.
Yeah, I could be a leader. I can tell the young guys what to do and everything, and not play, still get paid. I'm good with that. Thank you.
I know it's way too early for it. Somebody put it up in one of those We Love the Rockets groups or what have you. What do you see as the starting lineup for the Rockets right now? I know it's way too early. They ain't played one preseason game. But what do you see as a possible starting lineup for the Rockets right now?
I'm going to try to remember what I said Tuesday in my first solo show.
I like that. I like that.
Thank you, brother. Yeah. Like I said, I finally did it. Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green. Small forward is kind of iffy, but I think I went with Jayshawn Tate.
Me too.
Tice and Christian Wood.
Really? So you got Tice starting over any of those guys they just got?
Yeah, I don't believe the Rockets will start the youngsters like Şengün and Garuba just yet. Not off the bat.
Okay.
No. I think those two at some point will spend time in the G League to get accustomed. Şengün is going to play. I think Garuba needs more time. He probably spend more time in the G Leagues than Alperin will this year. But, Daniel House is still on the team. Will he start?
Yeah.
That's possible. This is House's last year on his contract. So he could be packaged in a deal, say with Eric Gordon, if the Rockets really wanted to completely tear it down and go with youngsters going forward. That's possible. But I could see House starting instead of Jayshawn Tate. But, hey, it's a new era.
Yeah.
Let's make it completely new. Let's start new period.
I agree. And I'm not no shade at House, no shade at Eric Gordon or any of those guys. I mean, I got a lot of respect for what they did and how they blessed the city. But if this is the movement, if this is the true youth movement, then go at it, man. Go ahead and get some depth on your bench from other teams trying to move an Eric Gordon. Now they'll trade for an Eric Gordon. Some teams will make a move for Daniel House. So, if they decide to do that, I won't be mad, but I won't disrespect Gordon or House or John Wall for that matter.
And if the reports are accurate that the Rockets will agree to a deal with guard Dante Exum, who missed all of last season trying to get healthy,
right?
That'll give them basically 21 bodies for training camp. Max is 20. So that means somebody got to go via trade, waiving, etc. So I could see Eric Gordon, Daniel House deal, 2-for-1 deal, whatever kind of thing. And that 21 right now, of course, Exum has not been announced, has not been finalized. Just gives me another question of why Armani Brooks and his people agreed to come back to the Rockets.
Yeah.
He's minutes are going to be scarce for him.
Yeah.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
If he's good with going straight to the G League, okay, because that's where he headed.
Yeah.
But Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Josh Christopher, DJ Augustine is still on the squad. He's a veteran.
Yep.
If the Rockets bring back Dante Exum, that's 5 guards right there. Okay, Armani, what you gonna do? David Nwaba's gonna probably play some 2 and 3 as well. So okay, Armani, good luck to you. Not even named Kyrie Thomas. That's another guard. So, from one Coug to another Coug, good luck to you, young man, but think this through,
Okay. Somebody sent in a question in. They got multiple questions, so I'm answering one about the football. And here's a question about the basketball. Is there a possibility of John Wall going back to Washington now that the administration has changed over?
Not via trade.
Yeah.
Again, I'm at this point as you said. Why would other teams around the league want to give up assets for John Wall, despite the Rockets saying he's not going to play anymore this year for us? So why should we trade for him, especially if we haven't seen what he can do this year?
Right. I'm serious. I'm waiting on a buyout. I'm waiting on a release. If that doesn't come, then we work with what we've got. If I'm a GM, on another team.
Yeah, I'm not in a rush, right? Especially training camp starts on the 28th of this month.
Right.
Let me focus on what I got here on my squad, and then during the season before February deadline, okay, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm not in a rush right now.
Right. Yep. I got a chance to hear Shaq as I was driving in. He was on with Stephen A. Smith, and I love Shaq, but there's times I don't like Shaq. But I love Shaq. He talked about his kids being over at Texas Southern, and he's real proud of that. He said, "Listen, I love that they're at an HBCU, but I also love that they're going to get a great education there." And that spoke volumes to me. He was talking about NBA teams. And he was saying how everybody's writing in the Brooklyn Nets to the NBA Finals. And he said, don't disrespect the champs. Do not disrespect Giannis Antetokounmpo. The man did it the right way. The man did it. He didn't take the easy way out. And I'm not even talking about, going to another team. That brother did everything he could possibly do short of carrying guys on his back to a championship. So why are folks automatically putting Brooklyn in the finals as opposed to Milwaukee?
Because of more stars in Brooklyn. It's it's more flash over substance. People will rely on, if James and KD and Kyrie were healthy, they'd have won last. Well, they weren't. Okay, we have no reason to believe that they're going to be healthy for 82 games this season.
Bruh.
So that's my start right there.
Shaq said that. He said people fall in love with star names and don't realize that those stars have to be names on the active roster when the games are played. And I said, Shaq, you just said something with that. And again, man, when I look at what Milwaukee did, bruh, ain't no guarantee they not going to do it again.
Yeah. I mean, they are my pick to come out of the East. I like the addition of Jeff Green better than PJ Tucker. PJ did what he did, but you can tell his father time has caught up with PJ.
Yeah.
So good luck to him in Miami.
Yeah.
But, Bobby Porter's coming back. Get more playing time. Dante DiVincenzo should be healthy.
Right.
They missed him in the playoffs, right. So that'll help them as well. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm picking the reigning champs.
Yeah. And what's interesting, he went with Brooklyn and Milwaukee as the top two in the East, but he said that next tier is right there. He talked about Philly. He talked about Miami. And then there's a name that they all left off, and I want to speak about it with you. Why folks sleeping on Atlanta again?
Because they did it once. They got to do it again. They're so young, literally, Trae Young. But last year, they were not expected to go as far as they did. This year, the expectations will be higher for them. And we're going to see if they can deal with those expectations and meet them, and if not, exceed them, because folks now will circle them on the calendar.
Right.
Hey, man, the Hawks no joke. They're coming in. We got to bring our A game. We're not, they're one of the best teams now. Let's test them. Let's see how they respond to getting pushed around, cheap shotted, all these little things all the time.
Yeah.
Well, y'all supposed to be good now. Show what you got. Come on now. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you can do. Not you expected to win ball games.
I got you. So we got Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us on the lunch break. It's Throwback Thursday. He's our regular guest on Thursdays. So I would put not really dark horse or sleeper team, but let's use the term sleeper. Atlanta is in that. There's another team that I'm wondering what they're going to do. The Chicago Bulls with their additions. Where do you think they fall in the mix?
Below the teams we already mentioned.
Okay.
Below Brooklyn, below Milwaukee, below Miami, below Atlanta. Probably still below the Knicks.
Okay.
I got to see the Bulls, the pieces, how they fit. They spend a lot of money. I'm not sure they spend it wisely. Let me see how they get it done on the floor before I can really take them seriously. They've had an upgrade in talent individually. I don't see how they look collectively.
Gotcha. On the other side, the West, of course, Shaq went with his Lakers. Even talked about people laughing at making fun of that. He said, man, you motivating guys. And I've said that almost verbatim. You're motivating guys in a way that you don't even understand that you're motivating them. And, okay, fine. But the team that he said second was surprising. He said Utah. He didn't say Phoenix. Didn't say Denver. Didn't say Portland. He said Utah. And then he also said the Golden State Warriors. What do you think?
That high up?
He did.
Yeah, no. Because with Golden State, I need to see Klay Thompson healthy. Okay. Until then, I guess can't pick them that high. Utah, I mean, they could do well in the regular season. I'm not picking them in the playoffs. But better than Phoenix? No, I'm not doing that either. Lakers and Suns are the top 2 teams for me in the West. Utah, they should be motivated for their exit in the playoffs. All those things.
Yep.
I'm not picking them ahead of Phoenix or the Lakers. No.
Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, joining us on the lunch break. Talk a little basketball right now. Training, the preseason opens up end of this month. You sound like me related to the Rockets. I said, I don't care what they do in the regular season. We saw them win 65 games, be the number 1 seed, and not get there. I don't even really hit them up in the postseason until they get past the Western Conference Finals, because they've done that too. That's how I feel about Utah. Utah, I don't care if they're number 1 in the West or number 8 in the West. Until they get over the hump, it's just the same old Utah.
That's me. That's me. I agree completely. I just, and that is a knock on them. You can call me a shortcoming on my part as well. But until they get it done, I will pick them to not get it done. I'm sorry, the style of play, they're not athletic enough at certain spots. I think Mike Conley, when healthy, is a very good fit for them. But when healthy is a problem, issue with him.
Yeah.
Rudy Gobert is good. But his problem is the rest of the perimeter defense isn't good enough. He's got to cover up for so many teammates' mistakes that it makes him look bad, trying to cover this dude. He cannot guard 5 people. Y'all need to do a better job out front to not make him look so naked on the perimeter, trying to help you or trying to help you at the basket. Y'all got to do a better job, and I don't believe they've done that. They have not addressed that enough for me. That's a big part right there.
The other thing that Shaq talked about was do not include the Clippers as one of the top teams in the West because of their consistent shortcoming. I know that's shade. I know, they share the building and LA Lakers, LA Clippers, but it was kind of profound.
It's true. Profound. And they're going to be without Kawhi. So another reason to not pick them to be a top team.
Yeah.
A full year let's see Reggie Jackson do it for a full season.
Yeah.
He got hot in the playoffs. He played great in the playoffs.
Yep.
Do it for a full 82, sir.
Yeah.
And I will admit, I'm biased because I saw him in Detroit. He had one good year, and then he got full of himself and thought he was better than he was and stunk. He tried to do too much and got away from the team concept, and then got hurt.
Yeah.
Do it for the full 82 in Los Angeles. But without Kawhi, no, they're not a top team in the West. No, not in my opinion.
Yeah. Kris Gardner, Houston Roundball Review, local name, global perspective. Let's come back to the state for a second. I used to think I was on to something when I said the most exciting team, most team with the biggest upside in the state was the Dallas Mavericks. Let's look at it now. Who's the best team in the state of Texas?
The best team is Dallas. The team with the most upside is the Rockets.
You know what? And that's amazing how that flipped all of a sudden by shipping out Harden, by shipping out Russ, by PJ and all of these, picks and what have you. The Rockets definitely have a slight edge on Dallas for me as far as upside goes.
Yeah, but Dallas's window to be good/great is now.
Yeah.
Luka the Mavs will be good because of Luka, period. There's a question of his teammates helping him. Does he have enough help from everybody else?
Who's this they just signed whose name I can't pronounce? Who was this dude?
Well, give me the dude.
I think he's from the Knicks. They got him.
Oh, Frank Ntilikina.
That name.
Yeah.
What? How you say it?
I'm not even sure I said it correctly.
I'll take yours.
Frank Ntilikina.
Ntilikina.
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. Start.
He did not live up to the hype in New York.
Okay.
He's young. He may have just been wrong place, wrong time with the Knicks.
Okay.
He has potential, but like old folks in sports said for years, potential is another way of saying you ain't done it yet.
Right.
And he hasn't done it yet.
Right.
So he's not going to be a make or break. I don't believe he'll be a reason for make or break for the Mavs' success this year. But the Mavs will be good. You know, J. Kidd is a coach. I'm not sure they'll be great, but their window may be short, 4 or 5 years. But I think the Rockets longer term, when Luka realizes he's getting paid, no doubt. But 4 or 5 years from now, the Rockets should be on a championship plane.
Okay.
The Mavericks their window will be closing by then. That's my take on that. And the Spurs,
What? No, go ahead.
The Spurs are just trying to stay afloat.
Did Pop do it again? Did Pop get some no-name players that we don't know nothing about to surprise us?
Well, they got to stay healthy. One, they've gotten younger. I think their time is over.
Man, DeJounte Murray says otherwise. DeJounte say, "Yo, we about to show y'all something."
Show me.
Okay, all right. Somebody just sent me their top 8 for the West. They've got Phoenix number 1. They've got Utah number 2. They've got the Nuggets number 3. They've got the Lakers number 4. Mavericks number 5. Portland number 6. And they've got Golden State at number, what is that, number 8?
That should be 7.
7. All right. Okay. So there, I see what they did. And then they got Memphis at number 8.
Denver 3, too high. Jamal Murray got to be healthy. So, the Lakers are the best team because of LeBron. Because LeBron has proven it. You want to quibble over Lakers, Phoenix 1-2, that's fine. Okay, I don't have an issue with that. Phoenix, they were the team that made the NBA Finals. I think JaVale McGee will be a very good addition to back up DeAndre Ayton. I like that addition.
I do too.
But the Lakers added stars, established. They're bringing back young players as well. They got to get a right balance. The key with the Lakers is staying healthy.
Right.
That is a big if, clearly. Right. And it starts with AD.
Right.
If Anthony Davis is healthy and LeBron stays healthy, Lakers are the best team in the West. That's not even counting Russ's contributions to the squad.
You know what's interesting? The team that I don't see on anybody's list, and it's a shame, the New Orleans Pelicans.
That's what. Yeah, we can talk about that.
What are they doing?
Their general manager, and Grubb can go in on this as well. But Zion needs help.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
New head coach Willie Green. Bless you, man. Good luck. Brandon Ingram is the highest paid player on the squad. Folks can talk about it. That was one of the teams that Kendrick Perkins mentioned on Tuesday, I think, about a possibility for John Wall. But why would the Pelicans want John Wall, an older player than Brandon Ingram? John Wall, his age, his injury history, and his contract make it very difficult for teams to trade for him and give up something for him that the Rockets would want in return.
Mm-hmm.
New Orleans, they need to win.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
The problem is there are a lot of teams in the West that are better than them on paper.
Yeah.
So for them to make the playoffs, Zion going to have an MVP type season and get help from his teammates.
Gotcha. Kris, we unfortunately got to get ready to wrap it up, but I do want to ask this, man. I fell in love with Coach Kelvin Sampson all over again this week. When he talked about the move to the Big 12, he could have gone on and on about what it meant for the basketball program. He talked about what it meant for women's sports and for the non-revenue generating sports. And I said, man, this dude is just a class act, because you can tell he wasn't just saying it to say it. He had facts to back up why he was saying it. Your thoughts and your thoughts about Coach Kelvin Sampson.
He has learned as he's gotten older what's important.
Yeah.
What's important in life, what's important in sports.
Yep.
And, he's made mistakes in the past.
Absolutely.
He's owned up to them. He's learned from them.
Yep.
He is a promoter for the University of Houston, not just men's basketball. He cares about the school. He cares about the players for all the sports.
Yep.
The move to the Big 12, a move to a Power 5 conference, and it still be a Power 5 for the next, for the foreseeable future, is going to help U of H women's basketball. It's going to help the Olympic sports, volleyball, softball, all those, the other sports, because those sports were hurt as well when coaches go on calls or recruiting trips. Well, U of H is not in the Power 5, so why you want to go there?
Yeah.
Well, they can't say that anymore.
Can't say that anymore.
So, and I know Huey, women's basketball, he and his coaches, they have already begun recruiting players the caliber to compete in the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
That has started already. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure the same thing will be for the other sports at U of H.
Yeah.
This is a new era at U of H.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to covering it.
Man, I tell you, and I know it's cross sports lines or what have you. I respect Kelvin Sampson more than I do a Dabo Swinney, than I do a Nick Saban, definitely than I do basketball coach up there at Michigan State.
Tom Izzo.
Yeah, Izzo and some other places. Because, man, the dude just legitimately cares. He's not crotchety to the point where you just roll your eyes like, what's wrong now, coach? I really respect who he is and what he's doing, because that's the kind of value you want young people looking up to, as opposed to some of the stuff we see coming out of the mouths of the Izzos and the Dabo Sweeneys and the Nick Sabans.
Now, Coach Sampson is a straight shooter. He's old school.
Yep.
Okay, let me say that. But he also understands the reality, the importance of a rising tide floats all boats. He wants to see the teams in the American. He always promotes the conference as a whole.
Right.
So he's going to do the same thing for the teams in the Big 12, for the conference as a whole.
Yeah.
That's part of the job.
Yeah.
So when coaches around the country are critical publicly of their other coaches in a conference, you're hurting your conference.
Right.
You're not just hurting, you're taking shots at your conference. That's a bad look.
Yep.
It's all about the conference success.
I know Saban has gone off on reporters for downplaying quote unquote lesser opponents, and I respected him for that. But I ain't never heard him talking about the basketball program. I ain't never heard him talking about the women's tennis program. Dabo Swinney, it's all about him and his money. And Clemson, he's downplayed other programs that he could have lifted up. Again, I appreciate Coach Sampson. We're at that moment, man. Tell everybody where they can find you and follow you, all the great work you're doing, and congratulations on the credentials from the Big 12.
Appreciate it, brother. Yes, yesterday I got approved. Try to do it real quick. The Big 12 sent out their application yesterday around 2:00. I applied around 4:00. I got approved about 4:10 to cover the Big 12 basketball media days next month in Kansas City, Missouri. So I'll be doing that. So HoustonRoundballReview.com, Houston Roundball Review on YouTube and Instagram. Another edition of Folks Talking Sports with Andy Yanez and Willie Gibson will be tomorrow, Friday, September 17th, 8 p.m. Eastern. Willie Gibson, 7 p.m. Central. I may do a solo show prior to that based on the news of a certain recruit announcement. Terrence Arsenault from Beaumont United is going to announce his college choice tomorrow. Not sure what time. So based on that, I may do a show myself. Props to everybody who participated in the show that I did Wednesday. A lot of views, a lot of comments, a lot of Rocket fans. That's going to be the main focus of those, but it's all love. Thank you for that. Brother, you're the one. You're my inspiration for this, man. So Houston Roundball Review has been around since 1994. Local name, global perspective.
Brother, I love you for free. Proud of what you're doing, man. Keep doing it well. Hey, next week when you come on, can we get a pre-SWAC power ranking from you?
I'll work on it. Oh, and you plugged that. I forgot to acknowledge. Thank you to Dr. Charles McClellan, who sat down and did an interview with me, did an interview with him a few days ago. That's on my YouTube channel at Houston Roundball Review. Folks, not many people realize Dr. McClellan is also, and just to being the SWAC commissioner, on the NCAA Division I men's basketball committee. And that's what we talked about the majority of the conversation.
Saw that. Great stuff, man. Appreciate you, Kris.
Thank you, sir. Take care. Love you.
All right, love you too. All right, y'all, we got to get ready to go. Let me get Sybil Wilkes on real quick with what you need to know. As always, let's not be divided. Let's be united. I truly love you. There's nothing you can do about it. I'll be back tomorrow with Freestyle Friday. Don't forget to get your picks in by 6:30 tonight. All right, y'all, we'll talk to you later. Here's Sybil.
It's Sybil Wilkes with what you need to know. The number of COVID-19 deaths in the U.S. is likely less than 2 weeks away from surpassing the 1918 pandemic death toll. An estimated 675,000 Americans lost their lives during that pandemic of 1918. This revelation comes the same day the Food and Drug Administration released data on Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine, declaring its protection against infection declines over time. Christmas may be coming early for folks looking for work. Just in time for what's hoped to be a busy holiday shopping season, Sam's Club has announced an increase in the company's starting wage to $15 an hour beginning September 25th. And Amazon has just revealed a new starting wage of $18 an hour for fulfillment and transportation workers, along with providing health care benefits and sign-on bonuses up to $3,000. To subscribe to my free daily newsletter, please visit SybilWilkes.com. Be informed, be empowered.
The legendary 1140 AM KYOK Conroe and 92.3 FM K222CX Houston.
All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. I really enjoyed y'all today. Glad to be able to get my power rankings on there. Thank you for even those of you who didn't quite agree with my rankings. You gave me, what you would change and all that. We'll have those each and every week. Again, I'm going to do them based on the performance, not on the history. And that'll be for the quarterbacks in the NFL. That'll be for the teams in the NFL. And I'm going to do it for the SWAC, for the MEAC, for the CIAA, and the SIAC. S is in Sam, I is in Indigo, A is in Alpha, C is in Charlie. So, again, got to represent the HBCUs. Southern Jags, go ahead and shout loud. Y'all got y'all at number 3. Y'all can rise, but you can also fall. As always, not this, definitely this. I love you. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all take care.